First one is seeing Javed Akhtar in real life.
अच्छे चेहरे देखा करो तो नजर तेज रहती है.
My biggest moment from day 5, I was finally recognized by a stranger in public. I'm feeling a little shy. So last month, I took the train from Delhi and visited Jaipur after 5 full years to attend the world's largest literature festival that there is, called Jaipur Literature Festival. Hey there YouTube fam, I've just landed in Jaipur and checked into my hotel over here, and guess what? I'm here to attend the world's largest literature festival called JLF 2026. But honestly, this is not my first time at JLF. I've attended this festival many times before, but it's been quite a while. The last time that I attended one of these was in 2019, and since then a lot has changed. And the best part is that I decided to take all of you along with me and vlog this entire experience and document my journey at JLF 2026. Because I'm also vlogging and I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to, capture everything in a cinematic vlog. It could be a little messy, but come along and let's see what happens. So we're inside and I'm hoping to catch one of my favorite authors, Ashwin Sanghi, for his event. I'm feeling a little shy. On my first day trying to vlog in public, I was literally shivering. This seems exciting. There's a lot of crowd. On day 1, I've got 2 major highlights. First one is seeing Javed Akhtar in real life. So I know I was able to go watch Ashwin Sanghi, but I was able to catch a very quick glimpse of Javed Akhtar's session, which I think I was too late to attend. I actually planned on attending this Javed Akhtar's event, but I missed it because my train got delayed. I have to say that was the session which had the biggest crowd.
अच्छे चेहरे देखा करो तो नजर तेज रहती है. ये शायद 5 बजे है. वो क्या हुआ कि कोई और आने वाले थे, वो कुछ अनफॉर्चुनेटली नहीं हो सका, तो वो उनके पास में स्पेयर पड़ा हुआ था, तो मुझे लगा तो फिर आप लोगों से 5 बजे फिर मुलाकात हुई.
Still, I was lucky enough to catch a quick glimpse of it. Alright, thankfully I was able to get one of these flyers. I had to pay around 30 rupees for it, but I am super happy that I was finally able to get one of these flyers, and this has all the events written on it. I'll show you in a second, later on. But I think over here I just found out, and we're moving towards Charbagh. Right now we're going to go attend Ashwin Sanghi's event. I think I'm already 15 minutes late for it because I was trying to vlog and I was trying to show you the flyer. A really bad, embarrassing attempt at trying to vlog, and anyway, let's go, and I don't want to miss more of this event. Let's go to Ashwin Sanghi's event. The second highlight from my first day was meeting Ashwin Sanghi, who is one of my most favorite authors of all times. I've got all his books. I even got them signed, met him personally, and guess what? I even got to ask him a question at the end of the session.
Control exercise, self-control exercise by the youngsters.
Sir, my life has been a story of lack of self-control in every way. So I think I'm probably the last person who can give any advice to anyone, because if there is a bad habit, it probably resides in Ashwin Sanghi.
So I think that was a lovely session by Ashwin Sanghi. I had so much fun. I'll share more reflections later on. But now let's go to my most favorite place in this entire literature festival, in fact any literature festival ever, and that is the bookstore. Let's go in. It's time for day 2 JLF and I'm so excited. And on day 2 I had actually also signed up for Jaipur Bookmark, which is a separate publishing conclave which was happening for publishing professionals, like all the editors, agents, publishers, booksellers, authors. All these people were they had a special lounge and special access to certain sessions, which was not open to anyone and everyone like JLF was. So Jaipur Bookmark was an experience in itself. And on day 2, that's why I decided live in the moment, talk to some real life people, network around and focus all my energy in the sessions rather than real time documentation.
Since we are trying to promote our regional literature as well.
No, I think it's very diverse.
We have a lot of publishing houses now. We have publishing houses with specific genres, and we have so many children's publishing houses.
My favorite moment on day 2 was when these two girls, random strangers, walked up to me and offered to help me to take some shots for this vlog right here. And this was something that I was not expecting. They just saw me filming with my camera all by myself and honestly struggling with the vlog. So they walked up, they told me, hey, are you a creator? Do you need some help? Can we like shoot some B-roll for you? And I was like, oh, thank you so much.
But like, okay, you had no one to take it for you.
I only had myself in few shots like this, and
Let's have you walk into, like, you walking on your own. Like, you're looking around a little bit. And you just walk in front, that's it. Okay. Yeah.
Because I was really struggling doing it all by myself, and just someone offering help was just what I needed in this moment. But yeah, I think I'm gonna let these two people talk about themselves because they deserve to be featured in this particular vlog. You know what's the best part about vlogging, specifically when you're doing it alone? That you get to meet so many different amazing people, and this is how I met these two wonderful humans. You know how we became friends? Because they offered to come shoot some B-roll for me so that I can be in my own vlog. And that is so like selflessly helpful in nowadays, because nobody does that. I met like hundreds of people. These were the only two who came up to me and they were like, let us help you. And they really did. So all the other B-roll where I'm available in this vlog is actually filmed by them and ideated by them. So do you want to say something? Like, what made you decide to help me out, who you don't even know?
I am a very extrovert person, and you have seen, if you have heard that usually people are kinder to strangers. So which is what I very much believe. I want to be able to help. So even when I'm walking, I'll offer to click pictures or anything, because that is how you know it's a good icebreaker also.
Yep.
We wouldn't have been friends if I hadn't offered help.
What about you?
Well, I'll add on some Mehak as well. I'm not an extrovert, but I love the idea of, getting to meet new people. This is the only way I'm able to talk to you right now. And also one more thing, I love the idea of vlogging as well. So this is one quote that I know: help treat others like you want them to treat you.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. If you want me to record your vlog, I will do it.
Yeah.
And then we'll post it all together, right? And we'll tag each other. Okay, that's all. But if there's one moment that left me super surprised when it comes to day 2, is me accidentally stumbling into my ex-batchmate of MFA Creative Writing in the bookstore. We did not plan it. I had no clue she was going to be there. She had no clue that I was going to be there. But we randomly happened to stumble into each other and like have an amazing conversation. And the best part, she told me that her book has just released. So I'm going to let her talk about the book. See who I just stumbled into. This is Saranya, and she is my batchmate from MFA back when I was doing creative writing in University of San Francisco. And her book just came out today and I didn't even know about it. So I got a copy and she's signing it for me. Saranya, do you want to talk a little bit about your book?
Yeah, it's a book of poems that was actually the result of my MFA at San Francisco. So it's very serendipitous that Srishti was right here. And it was so great to have her in San Francisco, because to have another Indian in the classroom was fantastic. And yeah, I'm just like a big fan of her work, so very happy to see you.
Yeah, I'm super happy to see you as well, Saranya. And guys, please go buy her book. Show the copy.
It's called Absent People, Absent Places, published by Westland.
Yep. I'll leave the link in the description box somewhere, so go buy it. Day 3 was again filled with a lot of sessions. It was a super session heavy day. So I was really focusing in the moment and gaining a lot of knowledge and insight from all these industry professionals that were on the panels. If I have to pick like one panel that I really enjoyed was by this particular publishing house professional, and she's called Harriet from Dead Ink Books. I asked her a question about how her indie publishing house has gone entirely AI free and what are like some things that they are doing in order to ensure that all the books that they publish remain free from the use of AI. And here's what she answered.
I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is just that we're quite environmentally focused, and I just don't see why we would start doing something that's damaging to the environment when we haven't needed it before. But I recognise that it can make a lot of things easier. I understand why people are using it for some aspects. In terms of actually using it in the creation of content or editing, just like personally myself as a reader, but also the books we want to publish, I think that, you know, reading, whatever you're reading, whether you're reading romantasy or a non-fiction book or a gruesome horror novel, it's all about learning about the human experience. I think every book that people read, they are learning something about being human, and I just don't have any interest in taking the humanity out of that. I don't think currently that AI is ever going to understand nuance or subtext or misunderstandings or just, you know, there's so many great works of literature where all they do is talk around the subject, but as readers who live in the world, we can read that and we can know what it's about and we can relate. And I'm just not interested in bringing in, you know, a new angle that takes that away. So yeah, that's why that's important to us.
And my second favorite session from day 3 was this marketing roundtable panel where the owner of Sapna Book House talked about how the rise of AI in today's day and age is impacting, or rather not impacting at all, the experience which people are having inside physical bookstores.
When a reader walks into a store, he may not be a reader, he's just walked into a store. So how can he be converted to a reader, a first-time reader? A second or a third-time reader, maybe he knows what to buy, how to buy, but a first-time reader is where the human intelligence of a bookstore will come to play. So I believe that a bookstore goes beyond AI, because an AI will help discoverability, exposure to a publisher or an author. But as a bookstore partner to publishers and authors, we should not be defined by AI. And at Sapna Book House, we take all that it takes to ensure that we have good displays, we have easy walk-through aisles, so the discoverability with the human intelligence of training our staff, the curated-led shelves, make life easy for a first-time reader. So I strongly believe that bookstores, the relevance of a bookstore in today's age and era is all the more important because it breaks AI. It doesn't really want to encourage a lot of AI at the physical bookstore level.
So it's day 4 of JLF today and I've reached here way too early. All the other days when I had sessions right at 10 or 11, I was running late like crazy, and today when I don't have a session starting till 12, I am extremely early. So you know, by day 4, I was extremely tired of all the sessions and all the people that I was talking to. Don't get me wrong, I loved meeting with so many authors and publishing professionals, other editors, agents, marketing people, so many other amazing people from the industry. I really enjoyed spending time with them, but I felt like 3 days of socializing with so many people for like 8 hours at a stretch, while also being in sessions and panels, took a toll on me, and I wanted to have that like little me time of me still exploring JLF, but also not necessarily being with other people all the time. So I decided to go out of Jaipur Bookmark, which is the publishing conclave, and explore other areas of JLF. I went around looking at the stalls, the cultural stalls, the people who are selling handmade things, unique items.
So I paused reading here. I slide in my book in here just so I don't, somewhat like this. And I just slide it and then I can just wear it like a bag.
Looks awesome.
Thank you.
I bought so many more books that I cannot wait to share with you. Alright, so I just went over to the bookstore and bought more books because why not? Honestly, I did not plan on getting more books today, but I found a few authors that are here in JLF whose sessions I want to attend and get these books signed. So why not? I decided to, grab these books, and maybe I should do like a book haul video, like all the books that I bought in JLF, because now I've bought quite a few. And yes, my next video is going to be a book haul video, and if you don't want to miss it, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell, and because that's what I'm going to be talking about next. Day 5 turned out to be a lot more happening than I expected it to. First, I met two more of my most favorite authors of all time, Anand Neelakantan and Kavita Kane. Yes, I'm a big mythology freak, so I love these two writers and all the books that they have ever released. I bought their books, I met them in person, personally got my books signed, which I'll be talking about in my next video. But I have to tell you, both these sessions by these two people were absolute fire. I had so much fun and I gained so much insight from these two writers, and I just could not, contain my fangirl moment when I met them in person finally. So that is definitely a moment I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life. So I want to introduce you to this amazing artist over here. His name is Girish and let's talk to him a bit. So tell me something about yourself.
My name is Girish Gopi Warrior and I am an artist since last 1.5 years. So I've been properly doing it professionally.
Talk a little bit about your art, because I see that your designs are pretty unique. They're not just looking at someone and copying their face. It's not about copying. But talk a little bit about where you got your inspiration for this particular style, if it has a name.
It actually doesn't have a name yet, but I am calling just to when people are asking, so I say that it is cartoon portraits.
I think we should all support human artists, up and coming, especially because now in the age of AI, people think it's just, everything's happening with just one click, but this is the real work, My biggest moment from day 5, or in fact the entirety of JLF, was the fact that I was finally recognized by a stranger in public. So I'm here at the Jaipur Bookmark special launch that they have for all the writers, speakers, publishers, agents, editors, all the industry people. And guess what just happened? I got recognized as a content creator by this person, and she was from the marketing team of Crossword. So I walked up to her and I was just chatting about something, something very casual. I just told her my name and that's it. And she saw my face and she goes, "Wait, are you a content creator? Have I seen you on YouTube somewhere?" And I went, "Oh my god, did I actually get recognized?" I have so less followers, 400 odd followers somewhere here. And I don't know, I just felt really, really good. This is the first time it happened in public without me having to introduce myself, aside from my name. I did tell her my name and she saw my face and she goes, "Oh, I know you." And I don't know, I just want to capture this moment into this vlog. It felt really special, as if I'm finally leaving my mark somewhere in the industry, and I feel so good. Another moment of minor recognition for me was when I was leaving JLF on the last day. Right before that, I was approached by this person from the JLF press team, and she asked me to give an interview bite. So I feel very proud, because when I lived in the US, I noticed that they have these conferences. They take their art very seriously, be it writing or cinema or anything at all. They take their art super seriously, and I wanted to experience that in India as well. So I think from my experience compared to what I used to see in 2016, JLF has expanded, it has expanded beautifully, right? Especially when it comes down to the narrowing down the publishing industry particularly. So earlier it used to be only about art and literature, books and readers who love it. But I've realized that now with Jaipur Bookmark, it feels like an extension of what we always needed to talk about. Also, Vidhi, come over in my vlog.
All right.
This is Vidhi, and she's been doing a wonderful job covering bites for JLF and their social media and their feature film. Anything about you, Vidhi, please?
So I've been associated with Teamwork for a long time now. It's been you can say over 10 years, and I'm not part of the Teamwork anymore, but see, I'm here. It's like a magnet. It brings you back. It connects you again with the people who were sometime every day part of your life. But when you get these energies, you learn so much, and it charges up you for a year. And I think I will never miss out in coming to JLF as an audience or as a crew. But meeting people is the core, and which really resonates with me. And thank you for meeting me here.
Yeah,
and I'm grateful, and I'm hopeful that next year I will see you.
Yeah,
maybe
definitely.
One day, maybe as a speaker or publishing.
Oh, thank you
I'm
so
just
much.
hopeful for
Yeah,
that, right? Because this place has that magic. This has it, and if you have that spark, you will definitely shine.
Absolutely. And thank you for being a part of my vlog as well, because I saw you filming for multiple people and I'm like, she needs to be in something too. So that was my JLF vlog, you guys. thank you so much for coming along with me so far. If you have made it this far, I want you to comment down your favorite moment from this entire vlog in the comment section, and I cannot wait to find out what it is that you have taken as your key takeaway from here. It could be something you learned, something you enjoyed, or just a silly moment that just entertained you for a second. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.